Alright, so in this video I will let you in on a little secret that the elites do whenever they create a presentation that most of us other people we tend to overlook. And that is the thing that you need to repeat yourself over and over again. Like Alex Moses says, people need to be reminded more than they need to be taught. And this is so crucial, and that's really also the essence about copy, like proving that works by repeating yourself over and over again. And if you saw the book launch for Alex Moses' new book, $100 million model, $100 million money models, that's what it's called. Like in the presentation, he actually wasn't teaching you anything. Like he weren't teaching you anything that like could really move your business. He was just proving that over and over again that what he had worked and overcoming your objections in multiple different ways. So he could be telling a story, he could be putting up a scenario, he could be using an analogy. So throughout his whole presentation, he just proved the same point over and over again, but in different ways. Like he also, like people thought they were getting value when he came up with these 4 boxes. Like you can sell one-on-one physical, one-to-many physical, one-on-one online, and one-to-many online. And what he did there was basically just to box every people into 4 categories. So people can't say like this won't work for me because I am special and my business is different. Now what he did was categorize every people into these 4 buckets and then overcoming their objections one by one, starting with one bucket. If you do this, if you're in this bucket, and then he tried to explain with a story of how when he was in that situation, he overcame that with this unique mechanism. He's just constantly proving that this new unique mechanism works, but people still feel like they're getting value, even though like the point of it is to make people feel they're getting value and then getting them excited, which he was doing a great job at, and not to educate people. Like you use the sale when you start to teach people things and start to educate people instead of just doing your thing, proving that your thing actually works. And that is basically it for every presentation that you make, whether it's a VSL, a webinar, a online event, a like whatever it is, even one-to-one selling. Like what you're doing is just constantly proving over and over again that this works and breaking down people's false beliefs. And you're doing it in multiple different ways. Like you can say, so you probably have this objection or this question, like question something out loud, and then you are like, you're trying to break that false belief again. But then you do it in another way by telling a story. Like we have these 4 scenarios, I'm telling a story for each, getting people to engage right there and bucketing people. He uses analogies, he like does every single thing to prove over and over again that this works. He repeats himself over and over again, but in multiple different ways. And that's when people start to get that thing. Like people are not consciously thinking about that he's repeating himself in different ways. Like they think like it's the sales presentation is just going like this, and again you're also trying to like continue having this chain of beliefs. So you're breaking one belief, breaking this belief, but you're doing it in multiple different ways. So you might have this belief, breaking it in multiple different ways. So like in 4 different ways, with a story, with an analogy, with an example from the real world, from an experiment, and then the next belief over and over again. So he's just repeating himself. And most people would think like like I'm gonna sound stupid repeating myself. But actually, you are the stupid one if you don't repeat yourself. So, like, it's just your choice. Would you rather sound stupid, or would you rather be like a moron for not using this? So yeah, next time you're creating a one-to-many presentation or just a sales presentation in general, try to see how many ways you can repeat yourself in order to really drill these things into people and make them understand what this is about. And that is like, by just saying a thing one time, like, people won't remember it. That's why you have to drill it in a different ways and a different angles, in just like what Alex Emosi did in his presentation. Like, he broke down every single belief and proved that his thing works in, like, I don't know, 50 different ways in that presentation. That's just crazy. And that's why he is so good. That's why he is one of the best in this market and this category. So if you haven't watched the whole pitch or the whole presentation, go out and watch it and see how he does this, because this is just brilliant. I think that this was it for this video. I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Peace.